little angels? Oh, yes, they've all been practicing super hard. Arya and Nangong's performances have continued to improve, and Suna wrote some truly wonderful songs. They deserve a proper reward. Oh, sorry, I guess I got a bit carried away. The movie's about to start, so let's leave it at that for now. Is that so? I once had a cameo in a movie before, and I recall the director mentioning something similar while explaining the scene. Creating sudden incidents to recapture the audience's attention is a tried and true technique in story design. I got too caught up in the moment and completely forgot about all that stuff.
Don't you understand? Even if your kid wasn't trapped by the hollow, there's no way he would have made it. Stop fooling yourself!
For a mother, only what she sees with her own eyes is real. Besides, my child hasn't given up believing in his mother. His heartbeat gradually calmed down. He knew I would definitely find him.
Sorry, manager. I got a bit carried away. It's just that seeing hope rekindled for this mother and child after all the hardship they've endured, it truly moved me. We lived through the fall of the old capital. We all know just how rare miracles that avert disaster truly are. Even if it's only fiction, witnessing such a miracle is enough to bring me comfort. Because I can't help but believe that such a possibility will always exist. Rather than calling it bravery, I'd say everything she did was almost instinctive. Before her mind could even catch up, her body had already made the choice. I totally get it. That feeling when you'd risk everything to protect someone. If anything were to happen to the girls of Angels of Delusion, I know I'd be just like that mother. Even if it meant facing immense danger, I would still search for a way to save them. Of course. They're all going to soar smoothly all the way to the top and become the most dazzling angels there are. Before the Hollow, humans are insignificant. Yet, the Hollow cannot erase the bounds of emotion. In the face of this disaster, the mother held tight to this lifeline, finding her child through the sound of his heartbeat. That was such a great movie. I'm so thankful I got to watch it with you. Oh my. What a heart-fluttering question, my little manager. Romance, huh? Seems like a pretty foreign concept to me. So hard to understand. To be honest, instead of listening to someone's confession, I'd much rather secretly catch the sound of someone's heart skipping a beat. The chocolate and syrup completely mask the taste of coffee beans. Angelina doesn't even like coffee at all, does she? Plot holes? I don't really see it that way. A girl who doesn't even like coffee insists on visiting a cafe every day, only to develop a crush on the quiet, reserved coffee machine. A foolish construct that runs the same program for every customer day after day suddenly develops an unexpected bit in its code, one sparked solely for the girl. But it's exactly these little, irrational moments that make emotions in real life all the more special.
Mr. Rob, is this latte art a habit of yours? Or a secret love letter?
Customer preferences detected. Double syrup with 0 loneliness concentration.
Never mind. I like it anyway.
Hey, are you sneaking a peek at me, little manager? Mr. Tin Master? You mean that intelligent construct on 6th Street who's obsessed with coffee? Do you think this movie might actually have been sponsored by him? But honestly, more than Tin Master, Mr. Rob reminds me of another shop owner on 6th Street. Let me think. It's some place at the end of the street. A video store called Random Play? You're pretty cunning, little manager. Random Play has 2 managers, so how do you know the one I'm thinking of is you? All right then. Seems like you're a bit more clever than Mr. Rob. I knew you'd feel the same way, little manager. People I perceive as cute people can perceive cute things the same cute way as cute me. So cute. Compared to convoluted dialogue and pretentious foreshadowing, I definitely prefer this kind of simple and cute little treat. Next time you get more sweet treats, be sure to recommend them to me too, little manager. Movie reviews? Maybe it's best to leave all that deep, highbrow stuff to you, huh? If I absolutely must. The movie is simply adorable, and so is the person I watched it with.
didn't expect this many people at a midnight showing. Then again, I guess some people think horror movies hit different at night. Can't say they're wrong. The air feels heavier after dark. Wise, coming here at this hour? You're braver than usual today. I see. Having company makes it easier to stay composed. But even if I weren't here, I doubt it would make much difference. It's just a movie after all. It's not like we're actually running into evil spirits. But if you do get scared, you can lean closer to me. That was fast, though I suppose it never hurts to be prepared. All right, looks like it's about time. The movie's starting. The strange creature in this movie is pretty interesting. It's not very powerful, but it knows how to use tricks to get under people's skin. Yunque Summit's disciples usually need real-world experience before they can stand on their own. So, if we ever found ourselves in a situation like this one, letting you take care of it might actually be the right call. Yes, something around that level suits you perfectly. Good chance to apply the techniques I taught you. What do you think, Wise? Why are you scooting away? I'm just teasing. If something like that really appeared, I'd handle it myself. You have nothing to worry about. All right. I'll stop picking on you. Come back. Judging by the pacing, the main plot is about to unfold.
You said some other guests were waiting for me in the lobby. But we're deep in the mountains. There shouldn't be anyone alive in this villa.
Well, they aren't exactly alive. But it's also true they're waiting for new guests. Just like the 47 other guests before you.
Huh? You mean they all... Who are you? What is this place?
Do you remember the meditation technique I taught you? When your thoughts start to wander, just bring your awareness in your palm. Stay focused and feel the energy flow. Like this, let the unease fade away. Don't worry. Like I said, I'll stay right here with you till the movie ends. Good. I'm glad to hear that. This movie is designed to dig up people's deepest fears. If it ever gets uncomfortable, don't force yourself. Just tell me. You weren't the only one feeling tense. Quite a few people around us were startled as well. That creature in the movie isn't actually especially powerful. But it's good at using hints and atmosphere to stir up fear and unsettle people's minds. I wasn't scared, but I'll admit the plot was solid. Some of the shots built suspense nicely. That said, I do wish they'd explore the creature's unpredictable side more. Not really. If the creature's appearance had been depicted with greater nuance and realism, the movie would have had more practical value. It could have served as useful reference material for you, Fufu, and the others. A proper lesson in warding off misfortune. All right. I'm joking. Don't want you to shake your head and scoot away again. It's getting late. Watching something this intense at night is tiring on the mind and body. Once we leave the theater, you should head home and get some rest. Watching a movie with you does feel a little different. With someone familiar sitting next to you, all those strange things on screen start to feel like they're happening right beside you. If you're up for it, we can come back and watch another movie together sometime.
Roxy, you didn't miss the previous Starlight Knight releases, did you? Starlight Knight Seasons 1 through 3, Starlight Knight The Other Night, Starlight Knight Awakening? Every single one is a masterpiece in its own tier! Roxy, you're on the edge of your seat now! After all, these Starlight Knights are just ordinary people. But I know they'll get back on their feet. Because they're Starlight Knights!
Hey, who cares if we can't transform? We're not fighting just to become Starlight Knights.
We're just ordinary folks, but we all have a reason to find our courage.
The Starlight Knights aren't fighting this battle alone!
So even ordinary folks who keep pushing forward can become heroes. I know they'll win! That scene where everyone's working towards the same goal. No matter how many times you see it, it just stays with you. Even ordinary people dared to take up arms and fight to protect their city. Oh, but that nameless intelligent construct. Must be an Easter egg left by a future Starlight Knight, right? all you Starlight Knight fans out there, this movie will definitely live up to your expectations. For those who aren't Starlight Knight fans yet, it's your perfect chance to become one! All in all, I highly recommend everyone to check out Starlight Knight, The First Heroes.
So you're telling me the story of a little bamboo teaming up with a cat to become New Eridu's strongest proxy actually happened? The proxy business is super competitive these days, but it really does make for one heck of a movie. Ooh, Wise, you look like you have something to say. Don't tell me that's not how the story goes. Since I was wrong, guess you'll have to watch this movie with me to help me understand. Awesome! 7710 and Katie finally understand each other. Yeah, it feels super emotional to you too, right? Yeah, everyone's smiling, but connecting with a kitty isn't easy. 7710's really putting in the work. Even if we can't understand each other's feelings at first, as long as we keep paying attention to one another, we'll eventually understand each other's hearts. Like how you noticed my change in mood right away.
The bamboo that mistakes kittens for rescue targets is clearly defective. I apologize, but we'll need to recall it. Don't worry, we're just gonna wipe its memory and reprogram it from scratch. Hey, what are you doing?
It saved Katie and got her out of the hollow! You can't treat it like this! Katie, take 7710 and run!
Yeah, go on, run! 7710 and Katie! Shake them off, 7710, Katie! Your family's waiting for you to come back! Hurry! Caring for each other and our families gives us new strength. Quick, transform into your second form and blast them with lasers. If I were the director, I'd add a scene like that. It's what the villain who tried to keep the three of them apart deserves. If you say so, then they should be fine. After all, you're the movie expert. So you feel the same way? Oh, watching it get all flustered trying to figure out Katie's thoughts just makes me want to cheer it on. Actually, I just looked up its real-life counterpart. Not only did no one adopt it, it was recalled as a defective product. In a way, I'm a defective product just like it. At least the movie gave it a better ending. And creating such an ending in reality is what we should do. Right, Wise? Thanks, Wise. Proxy, I knew it was the right call to watch this with one of my own kind. Whether I'm a Bing Boo or a cat in the future, you'll be my adventure buddy either way. Oh, yeah. Even when we're not in public, I want to keep calling you Wise. That okay? Stray puppies, stray people, stray bamboo. Aren't they everywhere? When two meet, they settle things with a fight and the loser goes hungry. But fighting is exhausting, and puppies can be pretty sneaky. They often act all cute and sweet just to scam people for free food and drink. Wise, remember, don't let any puppy trick you. If you're gonna get tricked, it better be by me. What do we do? We're gonna get caught? I'm just a little pup. Wise, didn't you say this wasn't a horror movie? That investigator gave me some food. Looks like he's not half bad after all. I can't get his scent through the screen, so I can't gauge his strength. But judging by how he walks, even if he were a bad guy, he'd be a pretty weak one. Then it's all good. It's too bad for him that he had to run into me. Like right now, when his paw's being held, it gives me this warm, fuzzy feeling. What about you? Do you immerse yourself in the investigator's perspective too? Well, don't be shy. I can lend you my hand.
When I pulled you out of that fissure, you were so scared that you wouldn't even touch a can of food. Who would have guessed I'd be counting on you so soon? Here, take the leash. This time, it's your turn to lead the way.
What? Come on, spit it out, spit it out! Oh, of course not. This is just another typical story set in a hollow, right? But I've never seen those kinds of ethereals in a hollow before. License? Why would an ethereal need a... Oh, I get it. They made them look cute on purpose so they wouldn't scare people. Boys, if you know where they shoot movies like this, you've gotta hook me up! I'm totally cut out to be this kind of villain. At least if it were me, I wouldn't be making such a mess while eating. I can't understand the middle part at all. Even though the ethereals never actually hurt them, the investigator was still terrified? Also, I carefully studied the reflection in his eyes. And you know what I saw? There was nothing in front of him at all, let alone an ethereal. In the end, little Ross became a rescue dog and joined the Hollow Investigative Association. But honestly, the decor and layout of that place looks more like a public security precinct. Wait. So you're telling me that little puppy ended up in public security's hands? Oh no! Spotting these details is a piece of cake for me. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been dragged into public security. Let's not talk about such awful things. This was a flawless success for our cinema investigation. Not only did we find nothing, but we also wasted so much time. Another day of slacking off under the boss's nose. And I can even apply to come back and investigate again. Sweet! Is it that obvious? Well, why else would I be here for a second watch? Even though it's a fantasy film, it's got a really cool ghost story vibe to it. That's why I love it. Just embrace the suspense. Don't worry too much about figuring out the truth behind the story. These aliens seem pretty interesting, huh? Wow, that's my proxy. You knew exactly what I was thinking. But seriously, a creature that can transform into anything at will? That's what I call the perfect partner for pranks. You've got a point. The last time I went out to play with some cats, the little guy threw a fit for ages once we got back. But if this creature could morph into his favorite apple, maybe we could mess with Kama too.
Wait, are these my memories? If so, how can I see myself in third person? That stirring stick that just popped out of my hand, it was like it had a life of its own. If this is a dream, it feels way too real. What are these aliens?
No need to rush. We're getting to the best part. Though a lot of people have been confused about this part of the plot. Don't tell me you're feeling a bit lost too. People online say the montage here is confusing, but if you ask me, that's exactly what makes this part brilliant. Everything's all mixed up, blurred together, like we're also part of the scene. The disorienting, hazy feeling. It's just like a ghost story. Isn't it exciting? Looks like you're really into it too. I thought maybe you'd be like everyone else, whining about how wishy-washy the movie's ending was. You know what makes thrillers so captivating? It's all about the feeling of suspense. If you look at it that way, suspense films and ghost stories boil down to the same thing. Once an urban legend gets cracked, it loses its charm. Just like how a movie's not as fun to rewatch once you know the big plot twist. But movies that leave you hanging keep drawing people back to theaters, searching for answers. Stories like that are better than something you can figure out after seeing it once, right? I'm so happy you could watch my favorite movie with me today. Letting you join me in uncovering the truth behind Don't Touch and seeking out the traces of fantasy left on these images. It somehow feels like I've pulled you a little further into my world.
Disaster movies often dig into how fragile order is and put human nature to the test. Definitely something worth paying attention to. In a speculative work that depicts the twilight of a civilization, a tragic ending is all but inevitable. But being able to rationally dissect the root causes of the tragedy with you is, in itself, a valuable thought exercise. One with insights ahead of their era often meets not understanding first, but solitude. Indeed, it matters not whether one be flesh or forged steel. Once you've chosen someone, you follow them without reservation. Such loyalty itself may be enough to challenge the nihility.
Stop terrorizing us with poetic metaphors. Science needs data, not wild imaginations.
This isn't a gamble of probability, but a countdown that's already begun. We can't just turn a blind eye because it's beyond our understanding. When disaster strikes, let's hope those data models you're so proud of ring the alarm before my delusions do.
Apologies for letting you witness me in such an uncomposed state. Sacrifice. Seems like this is what she chose in the end. Her ultimate interpretation of loyalty. Such an ending. Even though I foresaw it rationally, emotionally it remains difficult to digest immediately. That said, this story still affirmed my belief that once you find something worth fighting for, it is worth protecting at any cost. Even if the ending leads to nihility, the journey to fight against emptiness holds the greatest meaning. Much like watching this film with you today, even knowing in advance it would be a tragedy. Being able to witness, contemplate, and resonate with you, this process itself has illuminated this moment. To face this known weight together with you and draw strength from it to move forward. Perhaps that is our smallest, most steadfast way to resist any form of nihility in the real world. Yes. It is a work that completely denies hope. But it also compels the viewer to contemplate the meaning of any effort in the face of absolute nihility. What struck me most in this movie wasn't the disaster itself, but how our protagonist, the scientist, chose to bear the weight of the world alone after her warnings to humanity went unheeded. And the loyalty displayed by her mechanical companion. Theirs was a friendship transcending all programmed parameters. To walk a path you know leads nowhere, and to see it through to the very end. That resolve alone is far beyond any measure of victory or defeat. Thank you for accompanying me to see this film. It carried much weight, but I found it to be a precious and profound warning. It has reinforced my conviction that protecting such ordinary moments of watching films together is a mission we cannot fail. In collective chaos, the light of reason shines as faintly as a firefly. But those who remain steadfast in their duty and loyalty until the very end, their stance itself was the strongest response to nihility. Thank you for sharing this profound moment with me.
This cinema's decor is both practical and elegant. It's no less impressive than the banquet hall at Yum Tassin. And the snacks those people are munching on? It's gotta be popcorn, right? I've heard customers mention it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself. It smells delightful. I bet it tastes great, too. I wouldn't say I'm dying to try it, but it is pretty intriguing. After all, this type of snack is hard to come by where I'm from. Compared to the delicate and refreshing snacks of Phylum Heights, folks here in Janus Quarters seem to prefer their treats with a much richer flavor profile. Speaking of which, to improve on Yum Tassin's selection, my boss actually sent me out to sample flavors from other locations. But every place has its own vibe. I can't fully understand New Eridu's food culture in just a few days. Like this popcorn, for example. I never got a chance to try it. Oh my, thanks for the offer. But if I go out to get snacks right now, I'd probably miss the best parts of the movie. Maybe next time. Everyone laughing and gasping together. It kind of reminds me of going to the open-air cinema back when I was a kid. I wonder if you've ever experienced something like that. It was super popular back in the day. Back then, there weren't many theaters around, so everyone would gather in the plaza to catch a flick. Movie theaters are pretty quiet, right?
but outdoor screenings are a totally different vibe. They're always super lively. Snacking on sunflower seeds, chatting away, laughing together. It's chaotic for sure, but it evokes a warm, fuzzy feeling. But when the plot gets emotional, everyone quiets down all at once. Back then, I'd always quietly wipe away my tears in the dark. I was so afraid that someone would notice and make fun of me. Look at me running my mouth. You've got me spilling my childhood anecdotes just like that. It didn't destroy my image as the model Yumcha scene employee in your eyes, did it?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Daydreaming again, little Bang Boo. Come here, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be feted and rubbed.
Oh no! Oh no!
Of movies about people swapping bodies, but I can't say I've seen too many where people swap with a Bang Boo. But this idea is pretty clever. It dodges the cliched setups while keeping the story tight and well-paced. If I swapped bodies with my picky little Bang Boo, everyone would be in for a rough time. That little guy's got a nasty temper. If we made him work at Yumcha Scene, it would have customers fuming left and right. Speaking of, I just remembered that the Bang Boo you sent to run the stall was really well behaved. It goes by 20, right? If only I could swap bodies with that little troublemaker of mine. I've never even seen it sit still for a second. If you're looking for some deep insight or super detailed analysis, you're probably gonna be disappointed. My take? It's loud, it's lively, it's got heart. It left me with a sense of happiness inside. You think so too? I thought you'd find my take too simple. To me, movies are like dim sum. More than some logical analysis, it's the taste that hits your tongue that matters the most. This movie is like a plate of crispy, sweet almond cookies. You can scarf down piece after piece without feeling an ounce of guilt. It wasn't a big-budget blockbuster, nor was it a martial arts piece that is all the rage in Wi-Fi Peninsula. It won't stick with you forever, but it provided a carefree and enjoyable time while it lasted. Thanks for the recommendation. This little snack really hits the spot.
Before deciding to see the movie, we read a lot of reviews, and they all said it was good. Right. Do you want me to send you those reviews, manager? You got me. Okay, I'll black out all the keywords before sending it to you. Well, even if I secretly write bad things about you in the blacked out parts, you'll never know. Then again, even if I snuck in things like, I like you, manager, you wouldn't find out either. New songs, huh? Suna's actually been writing a lot lately. But she basically crumpled them all into paper balls and stuffed the trash can full. Arya snuck a couple back and had me listen while she hummed along to the sheet music. Gotta say, they weren't bad at all. At this rate, just give Suna a couple more days, and she should finally have something she's happy with real soon. Once she does, I'll have Arya record a few lines and send them to you for a listen, yeah? You got me. Can't blame anyone for wanting to pinch something that looks that squishy.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure awaits. Yeah, right. Even kids wouldn't fall for that kind of stuff anymore. That was me, just another boring adult, unable to believe fairy tales and all that happily ever after stuff. Until I came here. Fairy tales are real. Dreamland adventures do exist. And that's the kind of story I'm going to write. Stories that bring children hope and happiness.
Thanks. I was so engrossed in the movie, I forgot I was still holding the snack Suna gave me. Hold on, now that you mention it. Just as expected, Suna and Arya haven't eaten their chocolates either. But how should I put this? Somehow this gives off a Angels of Delusion are all idiots vibe. Manager, you've got to keep this a secret. Forever. Okay? Because the visuals and music really complement each other so well. Sometimes, even though I know it's not real, those feelings start to tug at my heartstrings. And then I end up getting all emotional. But then, looking at Suna and Arya's expressions, they seem genuinely touched. That's nice too. The one-sided collab between the cinema and Angels of Delusion perfectly concluded.
enjoy the movie magic. Hope you enjoyed it.
Good afternoon. Have a seat first. We'll talk business when you're ready.
Special discounts for discerning collectors. Don't miss this rare opportunity.